Well, good morning, my fellow Zenites. Did you check your Pzen wallet balance with your coffee this morning? Well, here I am mid-ocean, and as you can see, in a bit of a swell right now, cruising along at about, actually, we're moored up right now because we're trying to have some lunch, and it's fairly blowy, let's put it that way. And I wanted to make a very quick broadcast, managed to get the satellite signal going, so a very good morning to all of you who've managed to join me this morning. And I want to talk about money. And, I want to talk about wealth and what it does to you. Because there's one thing that you're going to find out. Money doesn't make you happy. In fact, more money just makes you more of what you are. And what I mean by this is, if you're a miserable person by nature, having more money will probably just make you more miserable. Also, if you're a bit of a jerk, more money will make you an even bigger jerk. And it'll cause family problems as well. So there is a syndrome called sudden wealth syndrome, which I want to talk about because it will become a reality for a lot of you that are watching this broadcast live. And even my replay viewers, you're going to find this out. You see, money doesn't make you happy, but it can enhance certain characteristics. Like, for example, if you are a giver, if you're, already of the mind of understanding that the more you give in life, the more you get out of it, then wealth allows you to do that on steroids. And if you give enough money away, they say that you're a philanthropist. So it is a double-edged sword. There is no doubt about it. But if you use it in the right way, you can have a blast actually giving away money. Having money in the bank does absolutely nothing. What you need is time freedom. You need to buy back your life. And when you've managed to replace your income, that's your first goal, then, you can start to use your free time to make even more money. So what can I give you on this Christmas Eve? I guess that I'm trying to say that if you're a generous person and if you give more generously, then you'll have a blast doing it and you're going to have a fabulous life. But what about the issue of getting wealthy in the first place? Well, I'll give you a few tips of what I've learned over the years. And, we live in a world of cause and effect. The more you put into the life, the more you will get out of it. And the more that you develop these habits of wealth, the quicker that you are going to become wealthy. And, one of the things that I'm going to tell you right now, if you do these things, I guarantee you 100% that you will reach a level of wealth in the future. Now, what do I mean by a level of wealth? Well, I don't have a crystal ball. People say I have balls of steel, but I can't predict the future. I can't predict the income you're going to earn. I can't predict a tragedy. I can't predict, whether you're going to get ill or anything of that nature. But I can guarantee you this, if you follow these principles, 100% you will reach a level of wealth in the next 10 to 15 years. What that level is, nobody really knows because we can't predict the future. But I can predict this. It will change your life completely if you start doing these things. The first idea is this. In order for anything to become real, you have to be able to imagine it first. And I highly recommend do this. If you're not really living the life you want to lead at the moment, do this. Take photographs of the life that you want to live and put it on a mood board, put it on a pin board, put it on your iPad somewhere. A real digital image of the things that you want to have in your life. Like, have a photograph of the house that you want to live in. Have a photograph of the car that you want to drive. Have a photograph of the yacht that you want to have. Whatever is important to you, whatever you think is going to make you happy materialistically in the future, get a visual picture of it in your mind. And the best way to remind yourself every single day is to have it on a pinboard in front of you physically. People will say, well, I'll just put it on a computer. That's fine. But I really encourage you, put it in the physical world. And then you have to have a goal. And the other thing that you can do is write yourself a check. Go and write yourself a check right now. Write it out. Give yourself $100 million and put a date on the check and sign it and make it out to yourself. And then again, pin that on the board. All these things are positive reinforcement about how you want to live your life and how you might get there. Now, that is the most important thing. The next most important thing is to have a budget. And I know what you're going to say, Conrad, you're just saying the same things that everybody says about getting wealthy. Have a budget. Well, here's the difference. Your budget should only have one line. And what I mean by this is the first priority for you right now is to work out how much money are you taking home, be it if you're paid weekly or monthly. Just work out what that figure is and then work out what 10% is. And take that 10% and religiously pay yourself first. Doesn't matter about what debts you have. Doesn't matter about anything else. That is your number one priority. Take 10% of your income and pay yourself. What do I mean by that? Well, one of the things that you can do, and of course I'm going to be telling you this, is you take that 10% and you dollar cost average into something like Pzen, the generational wealth building protocol. More to come on that in a minute. That is a key priority for you right now. The next thing is you need to have a plastectomy. Now, what am I talking about? Well, let me ask you this. What do you have in your wallet right now? Okay? MasterCard, Visa card, Capital One card, whatever. You know what I have in my wallet? Money. Spondulix. No plastic whatsoever. You need to get rid of the plastic as soon as you possibly can. This is absolutely killing you financially. You don't need it. Cut them up. Replace them with debit cards. So you need to have a plastectomy in your home right now. The next thing I would look about trying to do to increase my investment in my self budget is this. What kind of car are you driving right now? What kind of monthly car payments are you paying? $500, $100, $3,000? My God, if you were to take that money and invest it, you would be looking at millions of dollars in the bank from a minimal return. And if you talk about putting it into Pzen, my God, you could be looking at tens of millions of dollars over a 10 or 15 year period. Look, I've shown you these figures before, and it's absolutely true. So the question to ask yourself right now is, can I really afford to be driving the car that I'm in right now? There are many ways to cut the budget, but the most important thing is pay yourself first. You've heard it all before, but it is so true. It is the priority. Just do it. And that leads me on to my last and final advice to you. Just do it. You can change your life today. All you have to do is to decide to take action. Do what I've said for you to do. Make a mood board. Start looking at your budget. Get rid of your credit cards. Look at your expenses and really think about your money management. And let me ask you a question. If you were in charge of money management in the company of you, would you be happy with the job that you're doing for yourself, or would you fire you? And if the answer is, I would probably fire myself, then you need to change. You need to change your wealth ideas right from the get-go. So, that is basic common sense in life, but it seems to be missing from a lot of people. And the last and most important thing, I guess, is to make sure that you cultivate really strong, solid relationships. Because there are many studies that prove that over a 10-year period, you will find that your income is around the same within 10 to 20% of your 10 closest friends. So make sure that you seek out the people in your life who are living a life that you want to live, because otherwise you will be dragged down and not up. And if you're already a Zenite, congratulations, because the majority of your friends are going to go along that journey with you to generational freedom of wealth. And for those of you who are just watching me for the very first time, I'm going to show you a video now of what the Pzen opportunity is. So that's it. That's my advice. Watch out for sudden wealth syndrome. There are hidden dangers lurking there, although there are great things that you can do with money. Again, money doesn't make you happy. 2, alter your mindset. Look for a driver to pull you out of the life you're in to the life that you want to be living. Look at your budget. Start managing your money as if you really mean it. And lastly, make sure that you develop friendships that are nurturing and bringing you along the way to the goal to lead the best life that you possibly can. So, let me just say for the people that are seeing us for the very first time, Pzen is a pretty interesting generational wealth tool. And if I can, I'm going to actually show you the opportunity. If I can do that on this boat, that'll be just amazing. Let's just see what we can do here. I don't know. Let's see. Rocking and rolling, but here we go.
In these tumultuous economic times, it seems harder and harder to get ahead. Even though you have made all the right financial decisions, it's never enough. The problem is not you, it's the system. You see, the system is designed to make the rich richer and the poor poorer. The only solution is to break free from this system. Today, you can join a new, growing economy and finally get ahead. This economy is built around a socially engineered token called Pzen, which is designed to redistribute wealth. The truth is that there is no scarcity of wealth. We just need a better redistribution system. Pzen harnesses the power of the eighth wonder of the world, compounding interest. Simply buy and hold Pzen in your wallet, and after each transaction made across the network, your token balance goes up. This is thanks to the Pay It Forward deduction, which takes 2% of every transaction and distributes it equitably to all Pzen holders. No one is coming to save you. This is the way out, but you need to do the work. You have to get educated. You have to take a leap of faith. You have to join the new economy to secure your financial future. Take control of your finances with Pzen.
So honestly, believe in yourself. Take action. Change your life today. Make sure that you seize the opportunities that you see presented before you. You know, nobody's coming to save you, as it says in the video. You are in charge. But that's a fantastic opportunity, because all you have to do is to take action and take that leap of faith. But look, don't take life too seriously, but seriously commit to having the best life that you can. So I'm off for a spot of lunch now. No, I'm not going to show you around the yacht. There's too many people here who don't want to be on camera. And I will take the opportunity to say Slanjivar. Have a fantastic holiday. The future is looking very, very bright for all of us in the Pzen opportunity. And I can't wait to hear your stories of what's going to transpire over the next months and years with this growing community. Because there's one thing that is for sure. You are the DeFi elite. Why? Because you're listening to this video. I am the philanthropist in decentralized finance. Like I said, the more that you put into life, the more you get out of it. The more you give, the more you tend to receive. So I'm Conrad Zen, former Bitcoin Foundation member and now evangelist for Pzen, somewhere in the middle of the Bahamian Sea, rocking and rolling, and about to have my first tot of rum to calm the sea nerves. and legs and whatever else you say out here, I don't know. Anyway, let me just say hello to a few people who've managed to join me out in the middle of the ocean. This is incredible. What technology can do is incredible. Let's just see. The original Hexter says Slanjivar. Here we go, I can pull it up. From the oil fields of Midland, Texas, working over Christmas and bringing the power to my people. Yes, we definitely need you, the original Hexter. Crypto says, what is your why? Absolutely true. You have to be very clear about your goals. Has anyone ever heard of the 7 levels of why? Yeah, very good book to read and a philosophy. Most people want to have financial freedom, but maybe that's not your first why. Why do you want financial freedom? Yeah, keep going with that. Extremely desirable, says Pzen season. It certainly is the season of giving. Crypto Ether says, yes, looking forward to it. And Happy Silver, I will end with your kind comments, sir. Happy holidays, Conrad. Happy holidays to everyone, especially those who managed to join me live. And for those replay viewers, I say happy holidays to you. It's a fantastic time to be alive. It is absolutely true. And I cannot wait to see what 2023 brings for us. Once again, Slanjivar, and I will see you very soon in the next broadcast, hopefully from a bit of dry land.